What struck me though, Father, is that here we are celebrating one Latin Mass in a place where they're generally banned, and there used to be, even a few years ago, dozens and dozens and dozens of those same traditional Latin Masses every single day. A traditional Latin Mass celebrated by Cardinal Burke. We've got images playing here in the background as I describe this. It was celebrated at the altar of the chair, which is the huge altar in the very apse, the very front, if you will, of the church. You see the chair of St. Peter in this glorious artwork bronzed over underneath the Holy Spirit window. So that's where it was celebrated. Thousands and thousands in attendance. Really beautiful. What struck me though, Father, is that here we are celebrating one Latin Mass in a place where they're generally banned, and there used to be, even a few years ago, dozens and dozens and dozens of those same traditional Latin Masses every single day.
My heart goes to the Charlotte Diocese. I come from the Charlotte Diocese, and it's a perfect example of where right now there's this severe restrictions. Of course, we know other dioceses around the country that are experiencing the same thing. I believe Traditionis Custodes being misimplemented in one sense, but being at its nature, failing to see what we saw in 2007 with Pope Benedict's Summorum Pontificum, that really opened up the expanse of being able to celebrate the traditional Latin Mass. So I agree with you. This is a good thing. And to have it there with Cardinal Burke in the Vatican and have the awareness of it is a beautiful thing. But until we get out to the rest of the dioceses around the world and the persecution that we are seeing because of the desire to celebrate the TLM.
Father, you've been to other places recently. You've traveled a lot. There are some people suggesting, no, the restrictions on the Latin Mass, they're really not there. They're in America. They're there because they're in America. There's a particular problem with it. They're mean or nasty, or they denigrate the Novus Ordo or something. So it has to be restricted there. Are you finding an openness to the Latin Mass from bishops in other countries?
Well, it's funny because in the United States, we've been known through our, going all the way to communion in the hand with the indult to now cremation. I just did a talk this past weekend on cremation, and I didn't realize that there was actually an indult there as well. And so the United States seems to be finding itself sometimes causing controversy that may not need to happen. But I find it interesting, John Henry, you mentioned that why I've seen it and celebrated Mass in other countries, why it is so problematic here. And that's a very, very good question, because in certain dioceses, priests are being reprimanded severely for this. And again, I stand by the point that this is a misunderstanding and a misrepresentation, and so people will point, the Novus Ordo is invalid because Pius V declared that this Mass, could never change. And we see that that's a misunderstanding too. So it goes on both sides. And it's important that we realize both forms are valid. Both forms bring the Eucharist, both forms bring Christ, and both forms are to be accepted. And so I agree with you. It seems interesting why in the United States this becomes so controversial.
Hi everyone, this is John Henry Weston for LifeSite News. We hope you found this video insightful. For more content like this, be sure to check out the links in the description below. You can also follow us on social media to stay updated on the latest news concerning life, faith, family, and freedom. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.